Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. While court is in session, please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back with your names to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there is no driving while court is in session. Also, there are no talking, eating, drinking, gum, chewing, walking around or smoking of any kind, and please remain properly dressed at all times. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. Let's get these closed out right quick. Good morning, everyone. I'm gonna do these reviews quickly. This is the City of Detroit versus Miguel Francesco Gonzalez, case number SP 132-472. Today is the date and time set for review. I see that Mr. Gonzalez has paid the necessary fine. We're going to close the matter out. This is the City of Detroit versus James Bryant Duke, case number 125-76571. This is the date and time set for review in this matter. Mr. Guth has paid his fines and costs. We're going to dismiss the case.
Okay.
We'll wait on Owens. I don't see Owens hasn't paid. Oh, this is the City of Detroit versus Charles Monique Oden, case number SP 133-64161. There's a date and time set for review in this matter, and Ms. Oden has paid her fines and costs. We're going to dismiss the case. All right. Ms. Lampley, what are you gonna do with these civil infractions? Is she there to do community service, Mr. Phillips? I think we lost them. No, Mr. Phillips, you hear me? What's going on? And can anybody hear?
Hear you, Your Honor.
You can hear me? All right. Mr. Phillips.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
What is, good morning, Ms. Lampley. What is Ms. Lampley want to do some community service or something, or has she already done some community service? What's going on with Ms. Lampley?
But she's here to if she has to do community service, she'd be willing to do so. But she's here about an insurance matter on 2 of her cars. She got tickets on.
Do you have documentation, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. All right, let's call the case. If you got documentation and it's good, you do this, you plead to this amended count of blocking traffic, 175 hours or 6 hours of community service. Let's get the documentation out for the vehicle, please.
So I got the ticket and then I
Mr.
got.
Ribbit? Mr. Ribbit,
Yes,
good morning to you, Counselor.
good morning, Your Honor.
Who's your client?
Gilbo, Gilboe, Adam Michael Gilbo. He's got 3
He's
cases
on
up.
here now. I was saying earlier, you didn't hear me that
I had it muted, I'm sorry.
is the first time that I've seen you in the courtroom.
Congratulations, it's the first time I've seen you in those robes.
Thank
They're
you.
good.
All right, Miss, do you have that documentation, Miss
Yes, sir.
Lampley? All right, let's call the
Yes.
case. This is the City of Detroit versus Dawn Michelle Lampley. Case numbers SP 134-9689, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 134-969-31. Appearance for the record, please. Mr. Malafont.
Apologies, Your Honor. Tim Malafide on behalf of the defendant.
State your name for the record, Ms. Lampley.
Dawn Michelle Lampley.
Okay, so today is the date and time set for a hearing in the matter. These are civil infractions. Ms. Lampley, can you show me the documentation about your registration and insurance for this vehicle?
That's never going to work. She's far too.
Let's see here. Go ahead, hold it up again.
Hold it again. This is
I think Mr. Malafont is right. Is there any way you can get it closer to the camera?
Let me see. Yeah, yes.
What does it say there, Mr. Phillips? What does it say? What is the expiration date on the insurance?
November 10th.
November 10th,
2022?
2022.
Okay.
And what about the registration?
Registration. You got your registration?
Yeah, the file. This is
And what kind of car was that for?
07 Pontiac Grand Prix.
All right, listen, I'm gonna accept that as, you got insurance, so I'm sure you got, the most important thing is the insurance. But I'm gonna accept that as good. Let's, give you an offer of, the blocking traffic for the disregarding the red signal. We'll dismiss everything else. You can set the matter for a formal hearing if you don't want that offer. Because, you really don't have a right to a lawyer, but I'm sure Mr. Malafont.
I don't mind. Happy to help.
He doesn't mind speaking with you if necessary. What do you want to do, ma'am? $175 or 6 hours of community service?
$175.
Okay. For your client, Mr. Malafont, stipulate to the face, so you want to take the deal?
I'll do the 6 hours of community service.
Judge.
All right, now, what do you want to do?
Judge,
Six-
can I quick
Yes.
break that room for her?
Very well.
Thank you.
No, is everything cleared up?
Hold on. You want to talk to a lawyer?
If she needs time to pay, I'll give her time to pay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Should only take us a second.
All right. Okay, Mr. Bachman, good morning to you. Who's your client? Is he gone? Okay, so, Mr. Jadala, if you want to, I can put you in the breakout room, Mr. Goss. I give the officers a half-hour grace period, excuse me, to show up. If they don't, we'll call the case and get you out of here. If you want to make you want to have some discussion with Mr. Goss as it relates to the matter, I'll give you an opportunity that as well.
Your Honor, I'll wait until 9, and if the officer shows up, I could speak to him. If not, I'll make my motion. How does that sound?
That's very well.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Rebitwer, let's get your client up here. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Adam Gilbo, case number SP 1323307, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, please record Mitchell Rebitwer P 26054 appearing on behalf of the defendant respondent on all 3 cases.
Okay, can you state your name for the record, sir, please?
Mr. Gilbo, state your name.
Adam Gilbo.
All right, today is the date and time set for a pretrial in the matter. What I would say is that the city's probably gonna offer him a plea to the drag racing. They don't amend the drag racing counts. That's I believe it's a 4-point offense.
Right.
He probably will dismiss the other 3. He has, after your client has an absolute right to a trial. Mr. Goss, are you there? I'm going to summon the city attorney to the room. So if you need to, Mr. Rubit, where you have an opportunity to speak to him regarding that.
That'd be great. If you can put me in a breakout room with him, that'd be fantastic.
All right, let me put this on. Let me set this matter aside. And we'll get you that opportunity to speak with them.
Thank you.
Okay, Miss Lampley, I've given you, let's go back on the record with Dawn Michelle Lampley. I've given you an opportunity, ma'am, to speak with the defense counsel. What would you like to do?
Your Honor, she wanted to take advantage of the recommendation and then she'll just pay the $175. We'll stipulate to the face of the ticket.
All right, with that stipulation, I'm going to find your client responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic, $175 with the stipulation of probable cause. I'll dismiss the other counts.
Thank you, Your Honor. And she just needs the standard 14 days.
Very well. Is that what you want to do, Ms. Lampley?
Can she hear
Ms.
us?
Lampley? I don't know what's going on today.
I think perhaps they could. Oh, there we go. Yes.
Is that what you want to do, ma'am?
Say yes.
Yes, Your Honor,
All right,
yes.
so $175, and we're gonna give you till October 20th to pay that. You can pay that at any DivDebt kiosk in the city of Detroit, or you can come down to the courthouse and pay that in person. Those are the best 2 ways that I know. I'm also told that you can upload that DivDebt app to your phone and pay it. So if you need some more
Okay.
time, then you need to get in contact with the court before the October 20th date, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, anything further, ma'am?
No, everything's cleared up then. As soon as I pay the ticket, everything is gone.
Very well. If nothing further, ma'am, I wish you the best of luck and have a great day, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Honor.
All right, have a good day.
Your Honor.
Okay, I have Mr. Revitwer that wants to speak with you regarding Adam Gilbo. He has, his file is here. I can just let you know ahead of time that he has a render assistance to drag racing, disregarding officer's signal attempt, and then careless driving. I'll put you in a breakout room.
Okay, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Whitey.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
All right, I have Mr. Baughman first. I tried to get in contact. Is Mr. Baughman there now? What does Mr. Garwood want to do?
With this case, Judge, we did get discovery, reviewed it, and we're going to need to file a motion to suppress blood alcohol results. I guess we can just get a timeline for the motions, and that might be helpful.
I don't wait till, council comes out, break out.
Okay, fair enough.
I see you there, Mr. Lofton. Good morning to you, Ms. Mariah G. and Mr. Eric Gordon. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
Mr. Gordon, what does your license look like?
Suspended.
What's taking you, what do you need to do to get it back reinstated?
Gotta take care of these tickets.
Not these, are they?
Huh?
Let me see what you have.
It would obviously depend on the age of them, Judge.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Your Honor, I apologize. It's possible for me to have 2 minutes. Of-
Say that again.
Is it possible for me to have 2 minutes before we go to the next?
Certainly, certainly.
Thank
All right, we'll just look up this stuff. Turn it out.
Hello.
And Mariah G. What's the G stand for?
Graham.
Did you ever get your documentation?
Yes.
You got some documentation? Let's see the documentation.
Okay. I seem to have dropped it. One moment. Where is it? Where'd it go? I'm sorry, Your Honor. I seem to have dropped it somewhere in my bed and it got lost. Seem to have misplaced it. Oh, here it is. Okay.
See what you have here now. What's the date on, what is that date on there? What is the date up in the top left corner?
The issue date is January 20th, 2022, and the expiration is 6/22/01.
6/22.
Yeah.
Oh, not 01. I'm sorry. That's 6/22/22. It expired on my birthday. I'm sorry. Right off my date of birth.
Okay, so how does that help you?
So, I was under the impression that I would be able to speak to you regarding the like exactly what had happened.
Oh,
So,
you can do that.
oh,
I'm back, Your Honor.
I was
January, what is the issue? What is the issue date?
the 20th.
Okay, so you basically went the next day. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I was only my third day working there.
All right. So what are you doing now?
I don't work. I work at the hospital. I don't work in the club settings anymore. I work at Henry Ford in the emergency room.
All right.
No, the rear diff, the differential, the rear.
You're gonna have to keep quiet, please. All right, let's go back, let's get back, Mr. Rabitler, did you get an opportunity? Are you ready?
Yes, Judge.
I'm gonna let, Mr. Whitey, Mr. Goss, I'm gonna put, Councilor Whitey in the breakout room for you. Mr. Goss?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's go back on the record with, Mr. Adam Michael Gilbo. I've given the parties an opportunity to speak regarding the matter. Go ahead, you want to put your appearance on the record, Mr. Goss?
May it please this honorable court, Dante Goss, P60162 on behalf of the people.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Rabitler.
Yeah, once again, for the record, Mitchell Rabitler, P26054 on behalf of Mr. Gilbo. Your Honor, thank you for the opportunity to allow the discussion with Mr. Goss. At this time, I think Mr. Goss and I are in agreement to have Mr. Gilbo take a driver improvement class and adjourn the pretrial, and I believe we'll have a resolution when we get back to the pretrial if Mr. Gilbo successfully completes the driver improvement class.
All right, you want to take that class?
Yes, Judge.
I'll put the class in the chat, sir. I need you to take a screenshot of that. And upon completion of that course, I need you to send me that certificate that you're gonna get. How much time do you need? How much time does your client need, Counselor?
I'm not sure, Judge. Mr. Gilbo, how much time you need to complete the class?
How long is it?
Like 1 day.
It could be, yeah, it could be 2 hours, 4 hours. It just depends on how long.
I can do
you're gonna
30.
Pardon me?
30 days.
I was gonna say that. All right, let's go on pre-trial date. Let's do this on 11/7/2022 at 8:30 a.m. You have that documentation here. I can put it in your file. We can move on a lot faster on that date, sir.
Okay.
Do you have any further questions?
I do not.
All right, anything further, Mr. Rivera?
No, Your Honor, thank you very much. It's a pleasure seeing you again.
Pleasure's all mine. I will see you soon, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, have a great day, both of you.
All right, be well. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Goss.
Bye-bye.
Morning, Corporal McCree. Let's go with Mr. Bachman. Is Mr. Bachman ready? All right, let's move on. Mr. Gordon, Raynard Gordon.
Yes,
Morning to you.
good morning.
Raynard Gordon Jr.
Yes,
And you indicated you don't have a license, right?
yes,
Let's call the cases. This is the city of Detroit versus Raynard Gordon Jr., case number SP 1334991 Counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Is that one mine, Your Honor?
Yes.
Apologies to Melvin on behalf of Mr. Gordon.
Okay, Mr. Gordon, can you get your name for the record, please?
Raynard Gordon Jr.
Okay, today is the date and time set for a pretrial on the matter. How many other issues do you have with this driver's license, sir? Do you have a vehicle?
No,
What kind of, do you have any kind of issues in any other jurisdiction with your driver's license?
no,
Just in this court?
yes,
I don't see why. Have you ever had a driver's license?
no.
Well, we're gonna need you to get a driver's license.
Okay. I've been trying, but my grandma had recently died.
Sorry.
And so that was after the last court date when you had told me, to get the license. And I had plans to, go to the Secretary of State, but then my grandma had passed away. I had helped my mom, with the funeral and everything.
All right. That's I'm sorry to hear about your loss.
Thank you.
All right, that's reason enough, and the fact that you help your mom with the funeral, it's telling me, take your hat off, Mr. Anfield. It's telling me that you used the resources that you had were to get your driver's license, as far as I can read into that, to help with your grandma's funeral. Is that correct?
Yes.
You are working, sir?
Yes, I work at Wendy's.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 21.
21.
What's the client's name?
You got a birthday coming up.
Yes.
All right. Do you have a high school diploma, sir?
No.
How far are you away from that?
I actually was I was talking to a lady, I think about a week ago. She had called me. I had signed up for like a GED type of program.
And how far are you on that?
I start in I think she said November. I'm sorry, November, like late November, December type.
And how long would you say it's going to take you to make that a reality?
I honestly don't know, but I'm definitely,
Are you going to do it, sir? Are you committed to doing it?
Oh yes.
All right.
My mom, she been on me about it. She been on me about it, so I definitely got to get it done.
All right, what I want you to do is I want you to take this number down. I have a person that at the training center over there on Webb is the Skilled Trade Training Center, Millwrights and Carpenter. I'm sure they'd be in awe of the facility that they have. And the gentleman's name is Jerry Carlisle, and I spoke with him. He took me on a tour of the facility, and he indicated, I had somebody in here last week that was really interested in getting better employment. And he indicated to me that even there are going to be some tests that you have to take to get into the employment. He said, don't be discouraged. Just go through all the motions, do the best you can. They need really the commitment. It's what they need. And a strong commitment, somebody that's gonna not stop or give up when there's some impediments in the way. If you give them that commitment, I'm sure you can get through it. And he says to me that the gentleman didn't have a GED or a high school diploma either. He says they'll give you a year. They'll let you in the program and give you a year to get that GED. These jobs are absolutely life-changing. You'll be able to make as much as some of these lawyers that come in here if you commit yourself to it. And you'll have a skill that you can take anywhere in the world and make money. Are you interested in that?
Yeah,
Will you give Mr. Carlisle a call?
yes,
You have an ink pen on you.
yes.
All right. His name is Jerry Carlisle, Jerry.
Uh-huh.
And his telephone number is 248
248
891
891
5409.
Okay.
And they are so in need for people to train to do this type of work that they're going out of state to get other skilled people to come into Michigan and complete the task that they have. It's not gonna be easy. But the light at the end of the tunnel is, $100,000 easy. That's easy. Once you get there, and you can get immediate employment, get out of that Wendy's job. Not to say that you can't be, Wendy's doesn't have a ceiling either, you could be the next, what's the guy's name? He died,
Dave Thomas.
Huh?
Dave Thomas.
Yeah, but it's also, what's the guy, the black guy, that came from working at Kentucky Fried Chicken, starting there, and he was the big heavyset guy right here in Detroit.
LeVan Hawkins?
LeVan Hawkins. He probably doesn't know LeVan Hawkins. He died.
No, I don't.
But he made a very, very successful career out of that. So call Mr. Carlisle. I'm gonna give you 60 days, sir, and we're gonna have you back, and I want to see some progress, all right?
Okay.
I want to see some progress on the driver's license front, but more importantly, I want to see some progress on the GED, and I want to see some progress on the, just at least reaching out to Mr. Carlisle and getting that information. I want you back on December 6th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. And my sympathy goes out to you and your family, and condolences to you for the passing of your grandmother, all right?
Thank you.
All right, if there's nothing further, you have any further questions, sir?
No,
All right, have a great day, okay?
you too.
All right. All right, have you settled your, have you had a chance, Mr. Whitey, to talk to? All right, let's get Mr. Zadala out of here.
Thank you, Judge.
This is the city of Detroit versus, give me the correct pronunciation of that name. This is the state of Michigan.
Gochiev.
Gochiev. Marat Gochiev. Gochiev. Case number SX411-73881. Appearance for the record, please.
Respectfully, Your Honor, Sam Jadala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Gochiev.
All right, today is the date and time set for a formal hearing. Is there a Mahar Hadzik? Officer Hadzik? I don't hear one. I don't see one that has come in the room. Go ahead and make your motion, Counselor.
We make a motion to dismiss, Your Honor.
All right, what about your client? Let me make a motion on that as well.
Your Honor, with respect for request, if we could proceed without my client being here today, Your Honor. I have the authority to act on his behalf.
All right, there's a civil infraction. I'm going to grant that motion to make your client's appearance, and I'm going to grant your motion to dismiss based on no officer. If there's nothing further, have a very good day, Counselor. Good to see you.
To you and your staff, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Whitey, did you have a chance to speak with Mr. Goss?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. What we decided is, right now, there's no resolution, but we'd like a timeline for motions. If I'm able to get this resolved prior to that, we'd advise the court and get a date to get in.
Mr. Garwood, this is the city of Detroit. versus Xavion Ezel Garwood, case number C8085801. Appearance for the record, please.
Garwood.
Okay, put your appearance on the record, Mr. Whitey.
Yes, sir. I was waiting for the prosecutor. Dennis Whitey, P79560, on behalf of Mr. Garwood, who's already placed his name on the record by Zoom.
All right, you know something, I should have looked at the file. What about the testing, sir? Did we have an issue with that earlier?
Your Honor, just so the court's aware, he did forward me documentation that he was in a mental health facility, so he did miss 2 of the tests. I can email that into the court if it's just the 2 you're talking about.
And has he taken any of the tests?
Because I only missed the ones when I was unable to take them. I sent my lawyer the paper. I didn't go out and test this week yet because they didn't have a call my caller this week yet. So other than that, I've been testing.
Wait, say that again.
We missed that once, and I sent my lawyer that paper. I haven't dropped this week yet because they haven't called my number yet. But other than that, I have been testing.
So you have been testing. You have had some tests.
Yes, sir.
Let's get probation down here. What is the results of the test?
They don't tell us there. I don't know. They don't tell me. They should all be next.
All right, let's get probation down here. Let's pass it. Let's get probation down here and see what's going on. Where is Lofton? Lofton, did you get your device together?
Looks like he did, Judge. Can't tell, but
I don't think he did. You have to unmute
No.
himself if he did.
okay.
I don't think he did. Mr. Lofton? No, he's frozen. All right, let's move on to Miss Mariah G.
Yes, Your Honor.
City of Detroit versus Mariah T. Graham. Case number U633-86622. Appearance for the record, please.
Tim Elf, on behalf of the defendant, ma'am, please state your name for the record.
Mariah Graham.
Judge, yeah, I don't know whether or not, because I know Ms. Graham had mentioned that she did go out and get them, but it doesn't sound like she works there anymore, so I'm not certain what the court would like us to do.
Where is Mr. Goss? Well, what I will say is.
I'm right here, Your Honor.
I'll put your appearance on the record, please.
Dante Goss on behalf of the people.
Mr. Goss, I have Miss Mariah Graham, who had was a failure to display the entertainer's card. The card was the ticket was issued on January 19th. She has showed me a card for that she went and subsequently got the next day on January 20th. She indicated to the court that the card is now expired. It expired 6 months after she got it. But she also indicated to the court that she no longer works in that profession. Is that correct, Ms. Graham?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what do you want to do with this ticket?
Your Honor, I'm fine with dismissal due to the fact that she did get it the next day.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dismiss the ticket, ma'am, for providing valid documentation. You missed the court date, though.
Yeah, so I was, like I said, I work in the hospital and I was at work that day and just completely had my days mixed up. I was just forgot. I didn't really forget. I just had my days wrong. It was just a long day and I just forgot. And I ended up calling up to the court that following day because the weekend came like scared that I had like a warrant out or something. I'm like, I missed it on accident, I swear. And she's like, they rescheduled it. So I was like, okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, ma'am, I wish you the best of luck and good luck to you and have a great day, all right?
Thank you, you too. Bye.
All right. Can we get the probation down here for the guard? All right, let's get Gordon. Where's Eric Gordon? Are you there, sir?
Yes.
There's Mr. Lofton, your device is not coming through clear at all. And if you can turn off your video, it may help you, but don't do that until you can present some insurance for this vehicle. It may be best for you to come on down.
Come on down.
Well,
I don't understand, Your Honor.
Well, the thing about it is that you have a ticket here for no insurance. I would be willing to dismiss the ticket if you show me some insurance. But your communications is coming through very slow. I think it's coming through a lot better now. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Your Honor.
All right, let's call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus Thornton Lofton. Case numbers SP132-84701 and SP132-87581. Appearance for the record, please.
And now, if on behalf of Mr. Lofton, you need to stop moving, sir. One of the reasons that it was maybe working, we want to make sure it stays working. So state your name for the record, Mr. Lofton.
Thornton Lofton.
Thank you.
All right, today is the date and time set for a pretrial. Do you have insurance on this vehicle, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, well, that changes the game then. Do you
Okay,
have
Your
a
Honor.
vehicle? Do you have a vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, when are we, are you gonna, do you plan on getting any insurance, sir?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Say that again?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you say, when will you have some insurance?
About next week.
All right, you want to come back next week and show us that insurance? I think there's a warrant out on this case as well, Mr. Malafont.
That's not a problem, Judge. We would ask that it be recalled.
As for purposes of arraignment.
Waive the formal reading, stand mute, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna recall any warrants. I'm gonna enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf and give them a $0 bond. What about what day next week can you have this insurance?
Say Monday.
You sure?
You want to give yourself some more time, Mr. Lofton?
Okay, let's say next Friday.
Let's give you till next Friday. I see you at the out at the strip mall somewhere. I hope you're not driving.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's yes, Your Honor. I hope I'm not driving.
Don't, sir. Just let's. Don't answer it. Just
I took that as you just understood what I was saying, Mr. Malin.
And I would agree with that interpretation, Your Honor.
I bet you would. All right. October 13th, 2022, 8:30. Bring me some insurance, and you got this blocking traffic $175 ticket. Let's see what that is. I would imagine you're retired. Is that correct, Mr.?
No, I am not. Not yet, anyway.
So you're working then too, right?
Right.
Well, you got this $175 blocking traffic ticket. So I mean, it's written as blocking traffic too, Mr. Malik.
Certainly, Your Honor.
Bring $175 in too next week.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, if there's nothing further, I must reset this for October 13th, 2022. And do you have any more questions, Mr. Lofton?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'll see you next week. Have a great rest of your day, sir.
You too, Your Honor.
All right. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Garwood. Good morning, Officer O'Driscoll. Can you put your appearance in the record, please?
Yes, Jennifer O'Driscoll on behalf of the probation department.
All right, Mr. Garwood was supposed to test. Do we have any, first of all, are there any positives?
Yeah, he was referred for testing for 1 time per week. All tests have been negative thus far. He did miss a test on August 31st and September 6th. Those were 2 missed tests. But other than that, every single test from there out has been negative for all substances.
All right. So as counsel, and I appreciate that. So Mr. Garwood, I'm going to accept the fact that you provided information for your counselor. He's indicated that you provided information. Most importantly, I think that you are doing what you need to do as far as you're following the orders of the court. You indicated that you had some health issues that prevented you from testing. If you can give me that letter at least, so we can have that for the file, then that'll be acceptable. Ms. O'Driscoll, I appreciate you coming in. If there's nothing further for that.
Nope, nothing further from the probation department.
All right. What kind of timeline are we talking about as far as this motion? What timeline do you need, Counselor?
Judge, if I could get 4 weeks to submit it, then give the prosecutor, I don't know what he's gonna need to respond. And that also gives me time to discuss any potential resolution prior to submission.
Okay, I'm gonna give you till motion due on November 7th. I'm gonna say the response is gonna be due 7 days after that. And that would be November 14th. And then we'll set the hearing on the motion for let's just say November 21st, 2022. Let's put this at 10 a.m. All right.
Your Honor, I'm scheduled for a jury trial that day on the 21st.
Okay.
And it might go through the 22nd, but the 23rd is open. That's the day before Thanksgiving though.
No, let's do this. Let's say November 28th, 2022 at 10 a.m.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. If there's nothing further, you, Mr. Garwood, have a very good day. How many tests has he had, Ms. O'Driscoll?
Testing once a week since, let's see here, it's June 14th. So he's had 1, 2, 4. He's had 14 tests thus far.
And all of them being negative?
That's correct.
All right.
He's currently ordered to test once per week.
You know, Mr. Garwood. Can you hear me?
That's right.
Now, I'm considering not making you test. I know it's a financial burden, and you know, but I'm a little apprehensive because I know the holidays are coming up. And I know that's the time people mix it up. Family, friends, come back to town, and stuff starts flowing. What do you have to say about that, sir?
Well, I got my head on straight. Like, I'm not doing nothing to have no business, but I got my head on straight.
What's that mean? I see your head is on straight. I see your head is on straight. What's that? What's that really mean?
I'm not doing no drink. I'm not doing nothing that I'm not supposed to be doing. All I do is go to work and go home. I'm not doing nothing I'm not supposed to be doing.
Well, you want me to tell you somebody that doesn't have their head on straight? It's Mr. Hemphill. His hat isn't on straight either, and I told him to take it off. All right. So, yeah, show your waves off, Mr. Hemphill. So, all right. You want to make a motion, Counselor?
Your Honor, at this point, given the compliance history, we would ask that the court recall the requirement that Mr. Garwood test weekly, given the financial burden as well, and his assurances on the record.
Okay, I'm gonna grant the motion to stop the testing. I'm gonna grant the motion to stop the testing, and I am going.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Corey, how do I take it off here? Off of here.
Mr. Woods, you're in the court. I can hear you. I can't mute you for some reason, so I need you to keep quiet, please.
Okay. That's all.
Okay, I'm gonna grant that motion. I'm trying to they're trying to save you some dollars, right? I know the holidays are coming up, but do yourself a favor and continue on with the good work you've been doing, okay?
Well, I'm not doing no more drinking around. You got my word on that.
All right. So I'm gonna order testing be stopped. All right. If there's nothing further, I'll see you all back on 11/28/2022 at 10 a.m.
Sounds good, Judge. Thank you.
All right, have a great day.
Your Honor, I see that my client has logged on. May I have a breakout?
Certainly.
Thank you.
That's Woods.
That is correct.
All right, this is Eric Gordon. This is the city of Detroit. Let me look out. This is city of Detroit versus Eric Earl Gordon, case number SP 1207891. That's in warrant status SP 131112901, SP 1311352, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 355, strike that, SP 135555371, SP 1355580, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Malfa, on behalf of Mr. Gordon. Mr. Gordon, please state your name for the record.
Eric Gordon.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, at this time, first we would ask that the warrants be recalled in these matters, such the ones that are open or needed to have the warrants recalled.
Okay, I'm going to recall the warrants as purpose of arraignment on that matter.
Waive formal reading, stay mute.
All right, I'm gonna enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf. I'm gonna give your client a $0 bond.
Did we have any recommendations, Judge, or no?
No recommendations as of yet. But it appears that, let me look. 5/20/2022 tickets. 3/17/2022 tickets. 7/7/2021. 3/17/2022. All right, these three different stops here. I don't know why, Mr. What's going on with your license? Where is Mr. Gordon?
Right here.
Put your camera on, sir.
The front camera doesn't work.
All right, he's gonna have to come in. I'll have to come in. I need to see you.
Can I log out and log back on another phone?
Of course you can.
Okay, that's what I'm finna.
He gonna log off and log back on the same phone because he got a camera. All
It's
right.
not my phone.
All
I'm about to use my cousin's phone.
All right, sir.
All right, thank you.
Judge, in the meantime, to make this as efficient as possible, if we could get some recommendations together from Mr. Gordon, I'd greatly appreciate it. From Mr. Goss, I'm presuming most of those are going to be city.
All right, well, I still want Mr. Gordon to get a driver's license. How old are you, Mr. Gordon?
Well, he logged off, Judge.
Now let's pass the matter. Mr. Hemphill drew the short straw here. Because 1, 2. Three of his officers showed up.
That your Gordon Judge? You say yes.
Yes. 2 of his officers showed up. They wrote most of the tickets. All right.
And Judge, we just need to take a look and see what we can figure out then.
I'm sure you'll figure something out. I'm sure you will. Always do.
That's the job.
This is the city of Detroit versus Aaron Jason Goodine. Case number SP 133-1532, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Tim Malafide, on behalf of Mr. Goodine. Mr. Goodine, go ahead and unmute. State your name for the record.
Aaron Goodine.
Goodine? All right. Sorry about the mispronunciation of your name. What about you, sir? Do you have registration and insurance on this vehicle?
I actually have another vehicle.
Okay. So where is the 20014?
It actually the engine went bad on it.
All right. What type of, do you have insurance and registration on any vehicle now?
Yes, I do.
Let's see what you have, sir.
Okay.
All right. Zoom in on that for me, please. I have an expiration date of November 21st, 2022. 2020, you seriously upgraded, huh? Except,
yeah, I had.
Mr. Malafide. Mr. Malafide. He went from a Ford to a General Motors. And guess what? I'm a Ford guy.
Judge, I come from a long line of Ford folks. Somehow I think we'll get by.
All right. And he seriously upgraded. He went from 01 to 2022. I still have an 09 for it. I'm still back in the last decade, 2 decades ago. So what's the registration on that vehicle, sir?
Hold on 1 second.
You showed me valid insurance, Mr. No,
That was the only charge?
no, he's got unregistered, untitled.
That's fine.
All right, we're gonna dismiss the case, sir, for providing valid documentation. You have I'm sure you have registration if you have insurance, so I can't see anybody not doing that when you spend most of this work. Provided valid documentation. But this is a one-time deal, okay? Mr. What I pronounced it wrong the first time, and I'm about to pronounce it wrong again.
Okay.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Good evening. Thank you. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I'm looking for the registration right now.
I've already dismissed the cases. You showed me the most important part, valid insurance. So next time, the deal is not gonna be the same, all right? You have to make sure you have your documentation, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, if there's nothing further, have a very good day, sir.
You too.
All right. Okay, Woods, Mr. Boffman. How do we have Woods on our calendar?
It's Leighton
I
Woods.
just think to the right number now.
I think it's Leighton
Second.
Woods.
Oh.
Okay, it
is like
9
try.
Your Honor, may I have just one moment?
Wow.
This is, this is like a gift.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm sorry. With respect to Mr. Arthur Woods, this matter is set for a trial. I don't know that any officer has checked in for that.
That's what I say. This is like a gift. It doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah, we are so ready.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Arthur DePort Leighton Woods, case number Z8086341. Appearance for the record, please.
May I please support Harry Boffman, P550552, on behalf of the defendant. Sir, state your full name for the record.
Arthur Leighton Woods.
Thank you. Your Honor, the defendant is here and prepared for a trial. He's continuing a not guilty plea today without a complaining witness. We're asking the court to consider a motion here to dismiss without prejudice. My client and I have discussed that. He knows what that means.
All right, is there a Officer Patrick Davis or Officer Tyus Monroe? Hearing no response, having not seen any of those individuals come into court. They were summoned to be here at 9 a.m. It is now 9:37. I give officers a half-hour grace period, and I'm going to dismiss the case. No officer. You got a big time break today, sir. I hope that if the allegations were true, I hope there's a lesson learned in this, and it's dismissed without prejudice. So your counsel's already indicated that he's explained the ramifications of that, potential ramifications of that. So if there's nothing further, sir, good luck to you, all right?
All right, thank you. Thank the court. Captain. Have a great day.
Mr. Walker, see you next time.
No.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr.
Corey, which way are you going?
You gotta, who's on that phone at 313-658-3654?
Your Honor, can I get in the breakout room with Attorney Malafite?
Yes. You also have to discuss Mr. Eric Gordon. He has,
That's what I want to talk to him about, Your Honor.
he needs to get a driver's license, all right? All right, I'll put you in a breakout room and we'll just wait, I'll check these other people in.
Terry Lee, pre-trial, 9 o'clock.
Judge, am I supposed to go to breakout room 2? Is that where Mr. Goss is?
Yes. All right, who's on the phone at 313-658-3654?
That's Mr. Lawhorn, Your Honor.
Longhorn? Okay,
Yes, sir.
all right, your officer is here, one of them is. And who's on the phone at 313-978-5256?
That's me, Your Honor, Francesca Owens.
All right, you haven't paid, ma'am.
No, sir, I'm actually out of work. I'm actually getting prepped for surgery. I have fibroids and a hernia, so when I was out of work for my foot from last time, I actually went and got a checkup and they seen that I have fibroids, and I haven't been back to work because it's giving me very heavy cycles as far as my menstrual. And I went and see my doctor yesterday, so I haven't been at work.
All right, let's call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus Francesca Owens, case number SP 1122635, counts 1, 2, and 3. And 16-222-1911. Ms. Owens, today is a big time set for a review. I do appreciate the fact that you have showed up.
Yes, Your Honor, I didn't have no signal over here from Xfinity. They're working on the Wi-Fi in my area since 8 o'clock this morning.
What I do is I want to wish you the best of luck with your surgery coming up, and we'll be praying for you on that. What I want to ask you is, I mean, do you have a driver's license?
No, Your Honor, I have a state ID.
Why not get a driver's license?
I'm in the process of doing it. It's just life just keep knocking me back down. I'm trying to pay the tickets, keep up with bills, and by me being out of work is not helping anything right now. That's my whole goal, to pay my tickets off, get my license, and I'll be able to get a better job from there.
Yes, you would be. That's why we're trying to make sure that you get, we're doing everything in our power to get you there.
Yes, sir, and I appreciate it.
Yes. Do you have any tickets in any other jurisdictions, ma'am? Okay.
No, sir, not that I'm aware of.
Okay, thank you.
Run her driver's license, please, Ms. Owens.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna look at your driver's license.
Okay, you say grab a driver's license?
So I'm gonna look it up and see what's going on.
Okay.
When do you go for surgery?
I go see my doctor, Dr. Lupia, on the 18th. I just left Perkins Sinai yesterday on the 5th. They did my CT with contrast. So on the 18th, she's going to let me know what type of procedure we're going to use, whether it's going to be the laser or if it's going to be the bikini cut or the T-cut. But I do have a fibroid. She says about the size of a watermelon. Or a small cantaloupe.
Okay, so, Longhorn is.
Yes, I had started working on them because Mayor Gretchen, she did the thing with the tickets. She had paid off some. I had paid off some, and I was really working on them. And then next thing you know, I just got knocked down.
Well, I'm glad you got the willpower to get back up, man. That's what it takes. And
Yes, it is.
it'll just persevere, and it'll be behind you. We'll see if we can and we'll also appeal.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, so let's see this driving record.
Was it Jamie or was it? Sorry, I got notes on her case.
All right. When is the last time you've been to the Secretary of State?
I'm sorry, what was that, Your Honor?
When is the last time you've been to the Secretary of State to try to get a license? Or have you gone?
No, sir, I haven't.
I'm gonna need you to go to the Secretary of State now.
I'm sorry, say that again, Your Honor.
I'm gonna need you to go to the Secretary of State.
Okay. You want me to go there and try to get my license?
Yes.
Okay, I will.
I want you to go to the Secretary of State and try. When can you make it to the Secretary of State?
I can see if my daughter has to work tomorrow, and I can see if she can take me up there as early as possible. Because she works afternoon, and she has her license and everything.
Okay, so why don't you come back next week? I'll give you 14 days. So you can
Okay.
make sure that, come back in 14 days on October the 20th.
Yes.
2022.
I'm sorry, that was October the what, sir?
October the 20th of 2022 at 8:30.
Okay. And going to the Secretary of State and get my license?
Try to get your license and see what they say.
Okay, Your Honor, I sure will.
All right, if there's nothing further, I'll see you back in 2 weeks on, oh, what do you said you're gonna, what is that surgery is gonna be,
No, that's just going over the review. That's on the 18th. Yes, that's the 18th, Your Honor.
all right, come back on October 20th, all right?
Thank you so much.
All right, have a great day, man. Good luck to you.
You too. You have a better one, Your Honor. Thank you again.
All right. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Eric Earl Gordon. Mr. Gordon, now you got your camera together?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Mr. Malafat, I give you an opportunity to speak with council breakout room regarding Mr. Gordon. What's gonna go on with these?
And thank you for recalling this matter, Judge Tim Malafite, on behalf of Mr. Gordon. Your Honor, I had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Goss, and I think we do have a plan. However, I need to get some clarification because the numbers that Mr. Goss has and what I have did not seem to fit with what the court was reading. I could have sworn I heard the court read approximately 8, and we only seem to see 3.
Well, because Mr. Goss is probably only looking at the docket, which is only 3 on there, but we're gonna treat it like a one-stop shop for Mr.
And that's what we want. That's what we want, Judge. The only reason that I bring that up is because I need to make sure if the plan is going to be feasible based on what the court sees and what we don't. So for example, Judge, I believe I heard that you say that there were some tickets from 2021. Is that accurate?
Yes. And here
okay,
it
then
is, Mr. Malafat, I would say, and I don't know, I would say he needs a little driver improvement. He's got.
Well, if I may, Judge,
Yes.
we're of the same mind here. Our hope is A, he's going to have some driver's improvements, and B, he's going to be able to get his license. But I'm trying to think ahead because I don't want him to automatically run into any sort of trouble and trip up before he starts. And one of the things that I could see tripping him up is the fact that if he did in fact have a warrant, that means that he has a reinstatement fee, which he cannot clear unless the court allows him to clear it.
He does not have a reinstatement fee.
For any of his tickets.
No.
Fantastic. Okay, so then, Judge, and I could just pass this along to Mr. Gordon as we had this conversation. Mr. Gordon, as the judge mentioned, and I had a conversation with the prosecutor about this, we do believe that you should be in a position to try and get your license back, and I believe that's what the court would want, as well as taking what's called the driver's improvement course. We can set up everything for you, or give you, I can talk to you in a breakout room so I can explain all of your various options, but I do think that that would put you in a much better position, A, with whatever tickets that you have here, and B, obviously you want to have a license, and that's something that we should work towards.
Yes.
Okay, so Judge, I guess we would just ask for an adjournment date. I don't know how long it would take. My guess is we're going to need at least 30 days, if not longer.
I'm not opposed to that. What are you gonna do with this? Are you gonna try to get this driver's license, sir?
Yes.
Do you want to take one of these driver improvement courses so you can kind of convince, because the driver's license is gonna take you a long way. It's driver improvement class will take you a little bit further as far as the city attorney is concerned, but that's gonna be totally up to you if you want to go that route or not. What you want to take the driver improvement course?
How long is the class?
Pardon me?
How long is the class?
I'll walk you through everything, sir.
It's about 2-4 hours or something online.
Okay.
I mean, you can kind of go at your own pace. You can come back, do some, come back, or you can finish it all up at one time. That's up to you.
I'll take the class.
You'll take the class? Okay, I'll put the class in the chat. Take a screenshot of that. And then also my email address is in the chat as well. And when you complete the class, you can email me that ahead of time so that when you come back in, I'll already have the documentation for completion of the course.
Okay.
How much time do you need, sir?
Judge,
30 days.
Yeah, let's do at least 30 days.
Okay, we'll try to pre-trial in the matter for October 7th, November 7th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. I got to get driver's license, or at least attempt to get driver's license and take that that course, betterdrivers.com, and then come on back and we'll see where we're at that point, okay?
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, sir, you have a very good day. Good luck to you, okay?
You too.
All right. Harold,
Yes,
what's your last name, sir? Good morning to you.
good morning, Thomas.
That doesn't sound like you're in the right courtroom.
I've been having issues trying to get to the right courtroom. They've been saying I need to go to 437. No one has came to 437, so I don't know which right courtroom to go to.
Okay. What's your middle name?
Eugene,
Third?
yeah.
Why can't you dial 360-437-0000? Have you tried that?
I tried it. It says that the host will let me in soon. I was on there for 35 minutes. No one let me in.
Well, you know, it's like going to the doctor's office, sir.
Well, yeah, and I went on there recently about what 7 minutes ago, and it was still saying the same thing.
Call over there and see what they're doing. He's been in the room for quite some time. All right, we have good morning to you, man. Harold Thomas. I printed it out on the summary.
We did, all right.
Miss Rena Lee.
Lee? Good morning, Ms. Lee.
Oh, hello, Judge Perkins. I'm so sorry I'm late, but if you only knew how bad it has been.
Well, if you only knew what I do for people that are late in my courtroom.
I don't think it could be any worse than what I've been through.
Well, I'll tell
A
you what.
headshot would be a mercy kill.
I don't do anything that people are late.
Thank you. Judge, can you take this to the judge? This is all my, can I ask you if you would please, I'm an intermittent motion that you dismiss this without prejudice. No, I'm going to show him 40 years ago and then now. What do you mean? This is evidence. They sent me this. The people who are.
Let her go ahead.
They sent me a picture from 40 years ago. I don't even know these people. They've been cyber stalking me. And you know, they killed my dog.
They killed your dog?
They killed the dog. And you know what? I think they were experimenting because in my house, I found some DTE wires that are totally unbelievable. And I have like 30.
That's you?
That's me. I'm telling you. These people put me to, when I graduated from Michigan State 40 years ago, 1983, I was in California there, in Oakland. And 4 years ago, I was a caregiver for a retired police officer.
And who's this?
That's me too, 4 years ago before I moved into this house. I'm telling you.
And who's the gentleman there?
John Caver, I was a caregiver for him. His kids were police officers, retired police officers. And he was 83 and almost dead. And at 90, he got dementia and was still carrying at 38, forgetting where he put it. So he was put into a nursing home. And he died 3 years after that, to the date, February the 11th. Sure did. I'm just trying to show you that not only am I a real person, but the police, look.
Well, I tell you what, I hope that you're a real person.
I'm telling you, not everybody is, but they
I'd be the first one out of here if you weren't the real
police kidnapped me on those charges. They stole my furnace adapters. They put me in jail overnight. That larceny charge was for the person who stole my identity 2 years ago. He was dead. He died a year and a half ago.
I'll tell you what, that's it.
I'm telling you. I graduated from Michigan State. I've been through hell. Behind.
Listen, I know you were giving them hell at Michigan State.
Oh, shut up. Judge, come on. But anyway, I just want you to know, I've been trying to get my life together. But every day they're trying to, I've been hit by a car. I've been bitten by a dog. The dog is the same dog who was kidnapping my dog. The next door neighbor.
You got hit by a car?
Hit by a car.
You should be rich now.
Please, no, I'm afraid to go to the hospital. I'm afraid to even go to the doctor. You have no idea. The police, they had some kind of experimental stuff in my basement. The police would not even come near my house until I found it. And they came in the house and got it because it was gone when I got back.
What's all this 7th precinct stuff?
Those are the people who basically stole my identity. That's for the dog bite. And the other one is for my initial police report about the identity theft. That was 2 years ago. And the other one is for when on the 8th, right after they killed my dog, they killed Max on the 7th. The next day, let me tell you, the guy shot the dog, and then it was 4 o'clock on the 7th. He had been taking pictures of me for 4 years, surveillancing me on cyber. Do you know 2 police officers came and took the body, and they told me.
Took the dog's body?
Took Max's body. Max was my hero. Yes, not animal control, mind you. Haven't heard anything else since.
Give Mr. Goss. Please. All right.
And I'm telling you, and then 2 other officers came.
I'll text.
And told me that my dog was loose. It was my neighbor, a teenage boy. Since his dad killed Max, I haven't seen him at all. He like disappeared. And not only that, the people who are taking these pictures, they have photos of the whole block. They take constant photos. And in my backyard, I've seen them. And I called the police, and the police said, "Well, did you see who broke in?" I said, "No, because they're usually in
Let me
there."
ask you this. What did you graduate? What kind of degree did you get?
Business education. I taught school in Osborne.
Oh.
Yes, I'm telling you, this is something that's not.
So
here.
are you retired teacher now, or what?
Well, no, I only taught for a short time. I was working and I did taxes like self-employed and then became a direct care worker for 13 years for the lady who helped steal my identity. Oh, man, you have no idea. And then she introduced me to her nephew who's in his 80s, and he gave me the phone that they had. And I can't get my phone number back, and he told me to get an upgrade. Once I upgraded the phone, they snatched DCIM, all of my emails, all of my phone numbers. And that was on December 5th, 2020. I haven't been able to get access to my email. If you don't
All right,
believe.
hold on. Just give us a minute. And we'll call Mr. Malafont, you're taking all that in, right? All right, so.
Yes, Your Honor.
What do we have here we have Lawhorn, we have Hemp Hill. And those 2 are set for trial. I have officers sitting in the breakout room. I need to get Mr. Malafont to speak with Mr. Lawhorn, and I need him to get to speak with Mr. Hemphill after.
I don't think we have an officer for Hemphill.
We got officers in Hemphill. Spidell is in there, and the buck.
You locked me out that room, so I didn't know.
Judge, Mr. Harrell can go over to 437. I contacted him.
Mr. Harrell,
I need to call him.
Yes.
Thomas Harrell.
Yes.
You can go to 437. You've already spoken to them. Let me get you the phone number over there so that you can call if you're having any other issues over there, all right?
Okay.
Let me give it to you.
Please.
Okay, the telephone number is 313-965-2405.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't have one.
Oh, this one, okay.
Get the file and another one.
All right.
All right, so let's take care of these, and then we're gonna take care of Miss Lee.
Gotta go talk to the officers.
Okay,
Yeah,
they're in the breakout room.
Can you put me back in the breakout room?
All right, let's see if we can take care of Miss Lee right now then. Here are the files for Longhorn and Hemphill. And then you talk to your officers. Miss, all right. Let's Let's call the case for Mrs. Terry Renee Lee.
There you go.
I have more evidence, Your Honor.
I'm sure you got a lot of.
I'm telling you, it's been years and I didn't realize how bad it was until recently, and I have nothing to do with it. Everybody knows about it except for me. I was the last one to know. And it is affecting anyone who chooses to opt out of Google gets punished by this way. And it includes dogs.
Let's see what you got.
They tortured my dogs.
Let's call the case. This
It
is
was
the
so
city of-
horrific.
All right, hold on a second. This is
Broke my
the
heart.
city of Detroit
Broke my heart.
versus. You gonna be all right?
Yeah, he was my hero and they just tortured him. And I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. And then they killed him. Poor man. They tortured him in his own house. They killed him. I'm so sorry, but I don't want to do anything to anybody. I just want to be left alone. That's all. It's so horrific.
This is the city of Detroit versus Terry Renee Lee. Case numbers B123-79421 and B123-79521. Appearance for the record, please.
To Malafide on behalf of Miss Lee. Miss Lee, please state your name for the record.
Terry Renee Lee.
Dante Goss, behalf of the people.
Okay, so Mr. Malafide, you haven't, Miss Lee was here previously. This is two cases, a dog license case and an improper restraint of a dog. I'm looking at the stuff that pictures that Miss Lee has taken. All right, let me go off this and ask you, Ms. Lee, outside of this dog stuff. Do you feel, ma'am, and I don't want you to take, but
I won't.
Question of concern. Do you feel that you've that have you ever had any mental health issues?
You know, they always ask me that. And you know what? Let me tell you, this is nothing to do with mental. If you are familiar with Wi-Fi.
I
The
just
reason
asked, listen now, let me speak. I'm not, I know you're very emotional about your dog. I have a dog and I've always had dogs and I love dogs. And I can only imagine that, you know, this is, dogs are part of our family. They're like kids, all right? And in a lot of respects, they act like kids. And we have these dogs and they just become part of us.
It's not about the dog, Your Honor.
Well,
Every
ma'am,
day somebody is attacking me. They tried to run me over. You should have seen my leg. The dog bit me. They break in the house every day. I'm looking at these people doing this. I can't do anything about it. The dog.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna have somebody come down from mental health court. And I'm gonna have somebody, listen to me. I just want you to talk to me. Can you do that for me, Ms. Lee?
Yes. Can you send a specialist with Wi-Fi and explain how 40 people, there are only 5 houses on my street. How do you get 40 Wi-Fi people and you only have 4 houses? Wi-Fi is within 50 feet. How do 40 people?
I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand.
I need someone to understand that, and then they would be running to my house instead of telling me to see the site people. I'm thinking 25 or 30 people are attached to the Wi-Fi that is embedded in my house. I can prove that. The police already know. I'm not crazy. This is hard evidence. This is not an imagination. So if you don't understand Wi-Fi, find someone who does, because they would understand me. I'm serious. This is not a makeup thing. The reason I don't have a phone is because of this Wi-Fi. And they had something planted in my house that was affecting my health, my physical health, my cataract. It got be max.
So let me ask you this. Is this something that I should be concerned about
Yes,
myself?
the whole freaking world should be. I'm serious, because if you have a dog, those are the two criteria. Have a pet and have a phone. Because somehow they connect the pet to you and you have a Wi-Fi life and you have what I call a cyber life, and then you have another life where cyber isn't there. Like with trees, you can't be in cyber at the same time.
Well, I can kind of see what you're saying about cyber life.
It's far worse.
I feel that it is intrusive on us. I feel that the conversations that we had, you see, you could be talking about Lowe's or Home Depot, and the next thing you know, you
Comes
look on
up.
your phone and the ads come.
And if you read the terms and conditions of Google to even make a phone call, they are able to redirect your calls, make of your voice and pretend like they're you and not even let you get your voicemail, but they can redirect what numbers you dial, and then your contacts, they can do the same for them, domino, domino, domino. I don't need a site. I need to go back home. I'm trying to protect myself
Okay,
because
so the problem with those things, I don't know what's in a lot of those documents, because me myself, I sign up for things, you know, and you don't read all the fine
read
print.
PlayStation and I guarantee you throw your phone away.
So, but at the end of the day,
You need a
you know,
phone.
one of the resolutions to it is to not order the services.
You can't make a phone call if you don't use Google. You cannot. It's a monopoly.
How can you can just get a landline?
But guess what? Comcast is involved, AT&T is involved, all the carrier hubs. They won't even let me get
So
Comcast.
what is your solution? Okay, so you can't continue to go through life.
Well, I'll tell you
the
what,
way you're going.
I don't know how much longer I have to live, because every time I do not get a phone, yeah, they get upset with me and they do things.
Who is they?
They are the people who have control. If you text my email right now, that's who they are. I don't know who they are. I've got over 1,000 emails they have stolen, and they reroute the emails to other people, expecting you to pay the phone bill. I'm not doing that. And so I just tell them, I know they know what's going on, and I realize somebody's making a lot of money, and I realize when the world realizes, it's gonna be too late. But all I know is I'm 63. Okay, I don't have time for Google. I have lost my mom, killed my dog, so what? I'm trying to retire. I don't care if it's on a farm in the middle of pig manure. It's better than having a phone dictate and listen and watch you. I can't live that way. So whatever you feel like you want to do, if you are not aware of this and you are a judge, then you're in more trouble than I am. So do what you want to do, but the right thing to do. If you don't believe it, the state of Michigan, they know. Everybody, they already know. They have all the information. Simple. They have the pictures. You see the pictures? Ask them to show you the pictures on 4/7 between 3:30, between 1 and 4. That's when they were videos.
Listen, just listen though. What I'm trying to say is, you're you know.
Overreacting.
No, I didn't say you're overreacting. I'm saying that you have to, everybody, we have to deal with things in life. We have to deal with it.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay.
And we have to be able to deal with them
responsibly. Blah, blah,
I mean,
blah, blah.
yeah, and I'm not saying you're irresponsible. I'm not saying you're irresponsible.
This is something no one would believe unless they saw with their own eyes. I understand that. So to make
There's no way they can see it with their own
yes,
eyes.
they can.
No, because it's all digital.
No, it's physical too, because the wiring, DTE is involved. All you have to do is look at.
So you're gonna have this situation for the rest of your life.
Exactly, and I will not have a phone for the rest of my life.
So if you're saying the wiring and the DTE,
it's a fact.
It's gonna be in every wiring.
It is. That's right. And the world is gonna be watched And I just think that it's invasive, and I think they should let you know. That's all I'm saying.
No, you said that they let you know.
They
You
didn't
said
let me
that-
know. I found out.
No, they let you know because it's in the document.
Oh, yeah, they do. And when you say you agree, yeah, there's nothing more you can do. So I read the document and now I don't have a
So you're
phone.
saying they should let you know, they let you know.
Yeah, they did, but they let you know by way of saying, you need a phone. It's important. Everybody.
No, they didn't say
No,
that.
everywhere you go, they want your email or your phone number. And you can't even hardly do anything without email. So if you have to have that just to go and handle business, and they tell you, you have to agree to what they say, or else you can't have that. Now, there's a problem with that.
Listen, don't excuse me, I'm on the record.
I'm sorry, I'm just done with it. Whatever you want to do, I don't care, because there's nothing I can do.
Listen, Mr. Malafont, I don't know what we're gonna do with these tickets. What does Mr. Goss want to do with these tickets? You know, there's 2 tickets, harboring an unlicensed dog, and.
And I showed you the license the last time.
Hush, ma'am. Harboring an unlicensed dog and failure to provide a leash or a responsible person for dog off the owner's property. She indicated that she brought a license in last time. I have a bunch of documents here. I don't have the license now, but I'm not saying that you didn't give that to me the last time. I don't have any notes.
You can look it up. I did it at the Humane Society.
Don't keep talking, please. She indicated that she's not, she no longer owns the dog. The dog is since, we're talking about this brown pit bull mix, the dog has passed away.
Dead, killed.
They shot or killed the dog, so she says. Why don't we go in the breakout room, talk to Mr. Goss about.
Certainly, Your Honor.
What he wants to do with these 2 tickets, talk, and then you can get offers from Mr. Goss on the tickets that he has the files for, where the officers are in the breakout room.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you there?
Yes, Your Honor. I didn't get the opportunity to speak to the officers because I'm in breakout room 2.
He wasn't a breakout room, but he left because he has to come in person.
Why does he have to come in person?
He has a battery judge, Kenneth King.
He's still in breakout room right now.
He did say he left. I don't know. He just called.
Have a seat. We're gonna pass the matter. We're gonna get some kind of offer resolution. You can get Ms. Lee's documents back to her, please. That's everything you brought up here, Ms. Lee. I didn't.
Thank you.
Mr. Hemphill, you had something to say?
Your Honor, while I'm waiting for Mr. Goss, I did send a direct message to your chat.
I didn't get that. Oh, yeah. I did. Now, we're off the record, but let me say something, Ms. Lee. Ms. Lee.
Yes, sir.
All right. I asked you, did you want to speak to somebody from mental health? Okay. Now, let me just say something. You just don't listen.
Yes, sir.
And I think, and this is just me, I'm not even, I believe.
Really?
Of course I do.
Everybody else.
Of course I do. I believe a lot of what you're saying. I don't have any evidence to back it up, but I know that those. I do. Okay, you do. But I believe a lot of what you're saying. And so I don't think you're crazy. Thank you. In any of that stuff. What I will say is that I think that somebody from mental health can help you to process it and deal with it. Not go away, because as you said, you can't go anywhere without a phone or an email address or anything. Are they tracking that stuff? Of course they're tracking that stuff.
The police helping me to get a phone? No. Do the police know?
What do you
what's
mean? The
going on?
police is not the job to help you to get a phone. That's not the police's job.
The police are.
So now see, though, now you're going
No
off.
problem, no problem.
Now you're going off on.
Police have nothing
This
to
is
do.
why, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having somebody to at least talk to. They
Okay.
may say, I can't help you. I see it's causing you a lot of stress. They may say she needs a stress doctor or somebody to help her manage her stress. I can't, she doesn't have any mental health issues. I would just like you to speak with somebody, and then that's it. Have the conversation.
Whatever you say, Your Honor.
No, it's not whatever I say. I mean, I could, you know, I could have you sit there, but I want you to say, if you don't want to speak with them, you don't want to speak.
I don't mind doing anything. I just need to get this over with, because this is just something else to take me away from my trying to survive this. See, people are trying to kill me physically, and I've been hit by a car.
See, that now those
I'm
things.
so crazy. Well, I got proof. I do. July 17th, 9 Mile aggression, right by the police department. They have video of it. Yeah. if you
That
don't
somebody
believe-
hit you.
Yes, yes.
And that person
And
that
ran.
hit, and that person that hit you, you believe that person said, I'm gonna go out here, I'm trying
You
to
know what,
hit this
Your
lady
Honor?
and kill her.
All I'm saying is coincidences do happen.
Right.
So it was probably just a coincidence that, you know.
Yeah, but you're taking a coincidence that could be, did you know the person that hit you?
No.
You're taking a coincidence that sounds like it was an accident.
Okay, well, maybe it was, but all I can say is from what I've been through, I don't trust anybody, and I just would rather just live, so I let everything go. That's why this is the last thing I have to deal with, hopefully. You know, I've been arrested, put in jail, for stealing my own identity from a dead man.
All right, sir, what's your name, sir, on the iPhone?
Daniel Gilbert.
Why are you so late?
Dealing with my kids. I apologize, Your Honor.
Your Honor, can I speak to Attorney Malafite in the breakout room?
Yes.
We're going back to breakout room 2, Your Honor.
Before you go, let's get Mr. Gilbert out of here.
Yes, Your Honor.
City of Detroit versus Daniel Gilbert, case number U60366221. Appearance for the record, please.
Tim Malafite, on behalf of Mr. Gilbert. Mr. Gilbert, please state your name for the record.
Daniel Michael Gilbert.
All right, today is the date and time set for a trial in the matter. The officer, is there Officer Michael Flannel? Officer Michael Flannel. All right, hearing no response, the officer was supposed to be here at 9 a.m. It is now
We move to
10:22.
dismiss, Judge, based on a lack of a complaining witness.
I'm going to dismiss the case. I'm going to waive the warrant fee. All right, Mr. Gilbert, if there's nothing further, you have a very good day, all right?
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Go ahead in the breakout room and deal with those two cases first, Mr. Hemphill and Mr. Lawhorn, and then we'll deal with Mr. Ali. Mr. Goss, can you join the breakout room, please, Linda? He's in there. He's in there.
I think I went to the wrong, I think I'm assigned to the wrong breakout.
He's in there. He's in there. Now he's not. Now he's back.
Oh,
Over
okay.
you.
Mr. Goss, was it breakout room 2?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I'm going back right now.
Yes, I called. They have to run a lean first. Just have to take.
Yes. You'll get a Malcolm X next. Say what? You'll get a Malcolm X next. Malcolm X what? So you can Malcolm X.
I want a Coleman Young. That's what I want.
Oh, that would be nice.
I wouldn't mind Malcolm X.
Yeah, that'd be good. If you had four for me.
John G. Brown.
What about Muhammad Ali?
Should I have him on my wall at home? So other than that, Miss Lee, how are you?
Oh, yeah, not good at all, because, that picture I showed you from 40 years ago, it was mailed to me about 6 months ago from a person I went to college with, I haven't spoken to in 40 years. How did they know where I was? And I tried calling him, no answer. Great. So I'm not doing good. Every day for me is like out of a movie, a horror movie, because you never know what's coming next. That's why. I haven't done anything to anyone. It's just that when I see what's going on, it's very frightening. It's very frightening. And just because I see it, Your Honor, and I know this thing, that doesn't mean I care. But it's very bad. Nobody has to believe me. But people who realize that I understand what's going on, all I want to do is survive. It's not my business what people do. But when the police charge me for stealing from my son and put me in jail, just so they can go into my house and do what they do, that's too much power in the wrong place. Because I haven't done anything and I don't care what they do. Because people can choose what they want, right? I can't choose. There's no way I can have a phone ever again. They made that clear. So I'm just trying to live.
Well, let me say this. That's a very nice picture.
Yeah, I had a whole bunch of nice pictures.
Very nice picture.
And if these people would leave me alone, I can up my game right now. But every morning, every day, it's like you have 4 shifts. It's a very sophisticated system that is going on. It's top of the line. Matter of fact, I would say it's from a higher power, but I don't want you to consider me crazy. But facts are facts. Opinions are opinions. Perception is 100% of somebody's reality. I try and deal with facts. I don't believe anything unless I research it and can see it.
Hold on. All right.
This is true.
Who do we have ready?
Judge, I think that we can proceed on just about everyone. If you would like, Judge, we can start then with Miss Lee. Judge, I had a conversation with the prosecutor on this one, and I'm sure we can just place it here on the record in just a moment. I just realized my video's not on.
Let's go back on the record with Terry Renee Lee. Step up, man. Now, if we close this matter out now, then it won't be a case for her to speak to mental health and it won't be necessary anymore.
That's not our intent, Judge.
That's not your intent?
They're not going to close it out today, no, Your Honor.
All right, all right, let's go back on the record. What is gonna go on with Ms. Lee? Put your appearance on the record, Mr. Goss.
Not say God's behalf of the people.
Okay, go ahead, Counselor.
Your Honor, Mr. Goss and I were able to talk this out, and we do believe at this time that the best thing to do is to set this for bench trial date.
And what's the reason for that?
I can't.
Well, Judge, at this point, I don't believe, and Mr. Goss can speak to this too, but I don't believe that he has sufficient evidence necessary that they could dismiss or do anything else with it. I know that my client has put forth various proofs. It is the point set in time for pre-trial in this matter. So it does seem like it's a question of fact at this point. I know that she's certainly not admitting to anything. So it does seem like the wisest thing that we can do is set this for a trial date.
You understand what he's saying? Okay, so what your counselor's saying is, and he's working on your behalf, okay?
Oh, go ahead.
He's working on your behalf, try to talk to the city attorney to convince them to dismiss these cases.
Oh, I see.
And I believe that if I can guess, I'm sure he mentioned the fact that he's heard everything you said about the dog being shot and the dog was dying, and the dog is no longer. So what Mr. Goss is position, as I understand it, is that he can't just take that your word for it that the dog is gone.
Oh, you know what? Ask Ms. Chandler to
Nobody's he's not his position to ask anybody.
Okay.
It's your, at this time, would be to bring up evidence. And let me say this, even if you brought evidence that your dog is dead, you have to keep in mind that the charge originally is that your dog was loose and not properly secured.
Is there just a fine? Can I pay? Because this is not gonna end.
You want to pay $240?
Can you wait until the 3rd of next month? I will pay it. I will have money then. I've been trying to protect my house. I'm serious. This is not gonna end. It's gonna keep going. Yes, sir. Please.
I'm very sorry, and I don't want to upset you. What the judge is doing and what I'm trying to do as well here as your advocate, we believe you, but in the same fashion that we wouldn't let a police officer come in and say, she did it, trust me. We cannot, at this point, just take your word for it. I know you want to have this done. I do. And I want to help you. Okay? You have to believe me. I do want what you want here. The problem is that if right now we said, well, Miss Lee, did you do it? I don't think that you could plead to it because you didn't do it. Right?
All right, let me stop.
Can I just pay on the 3rd of next month?
Let me stop.
Please.
I'm gonna give Mr. Hemphill his son. Seems like he has to go. Miss Taylor, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Jasmine Taylor, specialty court case manager.
All right, listen. Will you talk to Miss Taylor?
Oh, yeah, of course. I'll do whatever you say.
Let's pass this matter. Miss Taylor's here. I'm gonna get these 2 other gentlemen there on their way. And then we will have that. And if she wants to take a plea,
yes,
if that's her decision, then she can do that.
Just until the 3rd of next month, please.
Speak with Ms. Taylor first.
Yes.
All right, let's get him Hill out of here.
Yeah. Judge, my understanding on those is those are all ROAs, so I'll be making a motion.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Javon Hemphill Proset.
Javon Hemphill
Pros. Our case numbers SP 137-66441, SP 132, strike that, SP 123-9454, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 107-84681, 17-389-521, counts 1 and counts 2, U 169-58114, SP 687598, counts 1 and counts 2. 17389520, counts 1 and counts 2. 217194841 and 213586371. Appearance for the record, please.
Tim Malafide, on behalf of the defendant, sir, state your name for the record.
Javon Hempfield Pro.
And I don't know if Mr. Goss wants to put his name on the record as well or no.
Dante Goss on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, it's my understanding in speaking to Mr. Goss that all of the tickets that are in front of Your Honor today are in fact register of actions. Can the court confirm that?
I have an actual ticket for the SP 1376641.
But no officer.
But no officer.
But no officer, correct?
Oh, yes, so that would be correct. And then I'm just relying on Mr. Goss. If he says all of them, yeah, it's all our ROAs.
Very good, Your Honor. I'll start with the SP ticket that we just mentioned. Judge, today is the date and time set for trial. In this matter, the officers failed to appear. We've moved to dismiss.
Okay, I'm going to, if there Officer Wafer or Rios, no reply, haven't seen him in a breakout room. I'm gonna grant that motion. Dismiss, no officer.
Thank you, Your Honor. As to all other matters, Judge, given that they are registered of actions, my client is not able at this time to mount a particular defense, given the fact that A, we do not have the original tickets, and B, Judge, because these are not signed affidavits. At this time, we would be moving to dismiss as to all of those counts.
Any officer want to check in for Mr. Prost, Hemphill Prost? We had Officer, I think we had Officer Spidell and at least Officer DeBuck.
And Crack.
And who?
Officer Crack.
Spidell was the chief.
Crack, K-R-A-C-I-K.
Officer Krasik,
Yes, sir.
can you, good morning to you, can you state your name for the record? We're on the record with Mr. Hemphill Prost.
Officer Andrea Krysak.
Sorry for the mispronunciation of your name. Can you put your badge number, department, please?
Badge number 1163, Detroit Police Department.
All right, and which tickets were those? The U ticket is under review. Let's see what that says. And Officer Buck, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Officer Dubuck, Detroit Police, badge 1398.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Let's see, this U ticket. This ticket was pled guilty on back in 2014. The U 169-58114. Is that your ticket number, Officer Craig?
I'm sorry, sir. Were you asking me?
Yes.
Go one more time with that ticket number.
What is your ticket number, please?
358637. And it was for operating an illegal marijuana dispensary.
All right. So I don't, for those cases, I don't have actual complaints. I'm gonna grant counselor's motion on those cases where I don't have an actual complaint. I'm gonna grant your motion on the no officer use SB 137-66441. And the other cases I don't have an actual complaint, I'm gonna grant your motion on that as well. The U169-58114 was actually pled guilty to on October 10th, 2014. It appears that there was fines and costs imposed on that. It was taken under delayed sentence. There's still $326 outstanding on that case. I don't know what happened to this back then, and I don't know how this ended up set for trial today. So that case will not be dismissed. And that case needs to be paid. We can set a review date for that case. When can you make this? When can you close this matter out, sir? Take this $326.
What's the case for? You said 2014?
It was a narcotic violation case taken under delayed sentence in 2014 at 21756 Grand River.
I ain't gonna lie, Your Honor. I had a nickel bag of weed, and I was inside the liquor store, and they did.
Sir.
It doesn't.
What happened is unimportant.
It doesn't matter now.
It's just the money you owe, sir.
I don't know. I don't know.
How much was it, Judge? 300?
I'm asking you when you're gonna pay the ticket.
I can't give you an exact date, but I could pay something on it though. I don't know when it'll be complete, but I could give you something.
You're gonna have to put a date on it. It's $326.
I don't know, about a week. I could put like at least 75 on it in a week.
No. Give me a date when I'm not gonna supervise.
I can't give you an exact date.
Listen to me, sir. You're gonna have to give me an exact date. Yeah, I'm not gonna supervise a payment plan. So if you say, in your head, I can put $75 on there a week, then in 4 weeks or something is gonna be paid, then tell me the date in 4 weeks, or tell me the date, how much time do you need? It's $326.
I understand the amount, but I got other things going on. I say about the 13th.
Okay, so you this case has something to do with your freedom.
Right.
Is what's more important?
I just said the 13th.
Of next month?
No, this month.
All right, so you all of a sudden it comes up the 13th, that's next week.
The whole total or the total I just announced to you?
No, the whole total.
Oh, the whole total? Oh, probably a month. I thought you were stating that where I could pay the 75, probably a month from this date, if possible.
Is that gonna be enough? I want to make sure that you get to, I'm trying to give you leeway so that you can get your other stuff done too. But when you give me a date, I want that to be paid on that date.
I could tell you a year. A year? I mean, I don't know.
You're sounding ridiculous.
I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but I stay by myself. I'm doing my own bills, my own rent. I don't want to tell you something and it's not true. I'd rather
listen. listen, you're gonna have to start being more responsible. I understand that you have other commitments. Everybody does. I'm trying to give you an opportunity to give me a realistic date of when you can have $326 paid. I can set the matter aside and give you a few minutes to figure it out, and you can do the budget and calculations in your head. But to come in here and tell me a year, that's not gonna happen. It's already been 8 years and you haven't paid it. I could just put you in jail. So I'm trying to give you an idea. I'm trying to give you some leeway. I'm gonna pass it until then. I'll dismiss the cases. If there's nothing further, officers, I appreciate your patience and be safe out there.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
Are you all set with me too, Your Honor?
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Safe.
You have a good one.
All right. I mean, you come in here saying there's a nickel bag of weed, like it's okay. I know times have changed and things have changed as far as marijuana is concerned, but it's still, you got some responsibility. I'm even willing to give you the delayed sentence if you make the payment and we'll close it out and dismiss the case. So whenever you're ready to give me the date, sir. Here, I'm gonna give them two before Christmas. I'll make it up for you. Pay it by December 6th, 2022. I'm gonna set a review. If it's paid, you don't have to come back. If it's not paid, you're gonna have to come back. I'm gonna waive the reinstatement, waive the warrant fees. You're gonna be responsible for the reinstatement fees on the cases that were dismissed today. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Do you have any other questions, sir?
No.
You still think somebody did something to him? All right, I'll see you back on December 6th, 2022, if you haven't paid.
All right. So out of all them tickets we talked about, my last court date, that's the only tickets y'all got for me right now that I'm supposed to be going to court for?
This one, the last one, and the one that you pled guilty to a long time ago. All the other.
Everything else was dismissed, sir.
Okay. That's fine. That's what I was asking. Pardon me?
Get the money in here. If you get the money in here on this U ticket, I'll dismiss this once you pay it.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. If you don't have any further questions, you have a very good day. Go ahead.
I do. So stating that, I can get my license back at this point?
You probably have to pay these reinstatement fees that are on here, some of these reinstatement fees. You have one, run this driver's license, please. Zip tight, Pat, we'll see what your driver's license looks like. All right, let's go, let's get Mr. Lawhorn out of here. This is the city of Detroit versus Santa Bashir Lawhorn, case number ST 11886501, ST 1213871, counts 1, 2, and 3, V 11230919, V 11231019, V 11231119. Appearance for the record, please.
Jim Malafide, on behalf of the defendant, sir, state your name for the record. Mr. Lawhorn.
Lawhorn.
Thank you, sir. Corporal McCree, did you want to check in?
Yes, Corporal Jamie McCree, badge 2865, Detroit Police.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, it's my understanding in looking at the register of actions and talking to the prosecutor in this matter Besides the tickets that Officer McCree is here, I believe the other ones are set for an officer. I believe it's Melanie Thomas. I do not believe that Officer Thomas is here. We would be moving to dismiss for lack of a complaining witness as to those tickets.
All right, Officer Thomas, the B11-230-919, B11-231-019, and B11-231-1119. I'm gonna grant counselor's motion to dismiss. There's no Officer Thomas in the room, and haven't seen that officer. He was well past the time, so I'm gonna dismiss no officer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Regarding
as to the tickets belong to Corporal McCree, Judge. In speaking to the prosecutor in these matters, we believe that my client actually may be eligible to try and get their license back. We'd like her to try, or him to try and be able to do that if Officer McCree and the court are willing to allow for an adjournment so we can have him come back.
All right. Well, you have to see if he wants to do that. You want to try to get a driver's license, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, most definitely.
So I'm gonna tell you one thing I do know. We're gonna close out 17-24-78002. I do know that Officer McCree is gonna be out there, and he is gonna write you a ticket if you have any violations, if you perceive any violations. And definitely not having a driver's license is something that's a ticketable offense, and something that's punishable by 93 days and $4 or $500 a fine. Is that what the conversation was, Mr. McCree, with you and the city attorney?
Yes, sir.
All right, you want to take advantage of that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to set a pretrial. How long is it going to take you to get there?
The pre-trial,
To the Secretary of State and get this driver's license.
Judge, let's say 30 days.
All right, pretrial.
Okay, yes, Your Honor. That'd be fine.
On November 7th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. I'm gonna say you're going to the Secretary of State.
Okay, that'll be fine, Your Honor.
If it's nothing.
November 7th? November 7th?
7th, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
At 8:30 a.m. If it's nothing 30, I appreciate your patience, sir. Mr.
Okay, Your Honor, give me that time again.
8:30.
Okay, I got you.
All right. Have a great day, sir. Good luck to you.
You too, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Hemphill Prost. When's the last time you've been to the Secretary of State, sir?
It's been a minute.
Back on with Mr. Hemphill Prost, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Hemphill Prost. Okay, so SP 123-94543. We're gonna send a note to the abstract clerk, removing that abstract. That case has been dismissed on there. And I would suggest you wait 48 to 72 hours and approach the Secretary of State. I would wait that 72 hours. Okay. I'm gonna see. This count 3. Send no to abstract
What do you want them to remove?
Remove that, he's got, the case is dismissed.
Okay, remove the suspension.
Remove the suspension.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, so. That's pretty much, unless it's, if there's something else, you need to ask them and they can give you case numbers and everything that's affecting your license. But as far as I can see, that no proof of insurance is what's affecting your license. It's been suspended. Well, actually, it says effective from 4/3/2022 to 5/2/2022. Actually, you probably go to get a license today.
That seemed to be Mr. Goss's opinion of it. I think we can, Judge.
Yeah, actually, it appears that you can go get a license today. It seems like you are eligible for a license in May the 2nd, 2022, when that suspension expired. So now he's got a smile on his face now. You know, he's mad the whole time like somebody did something to him, but now you got some news like that, and now he's got a smile on his face. You have no reason to be mad at us, sir.
For sure.
All right?
Yes, sir.
Come up with the money. Just don't go get the next Nikes that are out and the fresh jackets and stuff like that, and forego that and go pay that $326 and make sure it's paid by the time I told you. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, if there's nothing further, sir, good luck to you. I appreciate your patience and have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Corporal Knapp, I didn't know that you were still in here. This is the city of Detroit versus Christopher Lauer, case number SP 1182941. SP 122-56321, SP 126-54351, SP 127-2219, SP 118294142, SP 127-22192. Appearance for the record, please.
Judge, was Mr. Lauers here?
No.
Oh, okay. I suppose I'll stand in and be the attorney for Mr. Lauers, but I do not believe he is present, Judge.
All right, I just want to get Mr. Corporal Knapp out of here. Corporal Knapp,
Absolutely.
Here's on the record, please.
Corporal Knapp, badge 4018, Detroit Police Department, 6th Precinct.
Very well. Good morning to you, Corporal Knapp. As for Mr. Lars, I don't expect that Mr. Malafont is going to know where his client is, so I'm going to issue a bench warrant, and I am going to give him a $0 bond. All right.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. You have a great day.
All right. You as better. Have a better one. Be safe out there.
Thanks, sir.
Well, all of them will just go.
Your Honor.
Yeah. All right.
If we could have the equivalent of sort of approaching the bench here, if we could go offline. I don't know if Ms. Lee is still speaking to someone, is she?
No, Ms. Lee is back now.
Okay.
All right. Now, do you still need to talk offline?
If I could, Judge, I'd like to have a conversation. I don't know how that's going to be feasible at the moment.
Well, let's see what, let's go back on the record with Ms. Lee.
Okay.
Let's see what, well, you can just stay here. But it's just not going to stop because Ms. Lee is here. Let's just go back on the record now with Ms. Lee. Ms. Lee, I've given you an opportunity, and let me thank you for taking the time out, at least speaking with Ms. Taylor.
You're welcome. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes. Did you like Ms. Taylor?
I don't know her at all. She seems to be very professional and polite. She seems to be okay. I just don't know.
I know you don't know her.
But how can I like her if I don't know her?
Well, you can get a first impression on
Her
her.
impression is that she's very good at her job and she's needed. So
Ma'am, you're a college graduate.
I'm just
one of
so
the best
sorry and
universities.
sick of this. I'm sorry, none of you. Well, I mean, I'm thinking about the house. When I go there, what's gonna happen?
Okay.
It's just so
Ms.
horrible.
Taylor, Ms. Taylor. What, I know you all have a private conversation and I wanna keep that private to you. Are you satisfied with the conversation you have with Ms.?
No, unfortunately, Ms. Lee opted out of the conversation. She is not interested. She did not feel comfortable providing any information for this session, so.
I can imagine that. All right, well, I appreciate your time. And if that's a totally voluntary situation there, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so she doesn't want to do it, she doesn't want to do it. All right, so thank you so much, case manager Taylor, I appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good day.
You have a better one.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day. Thank you.
We're down to the point where Ms. Lee says that she wants to enter into a plea of guilty, from my understanding. So are you ready to, that's what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes, sir. I'd like to pay it on the 4th. I get paid on the 3rd. I don't know what date that is.
We're getting
but
ahead of ourselves, ma'am.
He just asked me when did I want to pay it, didn't you?
I didn't ask you that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you
No, I
asked.
didn't ask you that.
What did you say?
I said, are you ready to plead guilty?
Oh, yes, sir.
So you're ready to admit the fact that this dog was running loose?
Well, yes, sir. They let him loose all the time. I told you. I didn't let the dog loose. They break in and let the dog loose. What is it about that that's so unbelievable?
All right,
I'm sorry. It's true.
That's what I needed to know.
It's true.
Right.
So just.
We're gonna set a trial date.
Oh, no, I don't want to come back. It's too much stress.
Too late.
Too much stress. God, no, let me go, please.
I have no problem with the contract.
Please let me go, please.
Well, she just admitted on the record that she did not let the dog
Well,
out, that somebody is letting.
Maybe
the
I
dog out.
forgot I did. I don't know. Maybe the dog is dead.
Or,
Please let me
didn't
go.
register.
Do they want to entertain no
I
contest?
registered it. I did. Well, no, I don't know what to do. All I want to do
I wish you would
is
take
be
that
done
help.
with it. What do you
I
want
wish
me
you
to
would
do?
take that help.
This is the court report, and I just need everybody to speak at one time.
Thank you. Sorry, Mr. Williams. Okay, well, are you ready to admit that you didn't get the dog license now?
No, I got the dog license at the Humane Society on the Chrysler Freeway. He has tickets and everything. I mean, it's in the computer. Yes, in Detroit. What do you mean, Detroit? I'm in Detroit. That's where I live. I went to the Humane. Look him up, Max.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give you what you asked for. But I have to have an actual factual basis to be able to do that. I asked you, are you ready to admit that your dog was running out? And you said yes, you agreed that your dog was running loose. But then you followed up to say
why
that people are letting your dog loose and not you.
Exactly.
So from my understanding of the statute, you shouldn't be responsible for you having your dog properly secured and some random person just coming out and.
I don't want to die. He's dead. Let him forget it. I don't know anybody. I don't know nothing. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Whatever you need me to say so I can pay it and maybe live. That's all I want to do, Your Honor. You just don't believe me. I'm serious. I don't care what it takes. I'm telling you the truth. I don't know these people.
Listen, I believe that you need some mental health counseling.
Because I don't want to get shot in the head like my dog did by the person who shot my dog, who has been threatening me almost every day. I need mental help from a person threatening me who has already killed my dog.
I'm not a mental health professional.
Oh, but you think I do?
In my opinion, I think you do. And it's unfortunate that you're not taking that service and talking to someone about it. I think that kind of I feel that you're living your life in misery.
I am.
And it's unfortunate. I think that with some counseling, maybe.
Oh, no.
But I have to have an actual factual basis. And am I correct to say, Mr. Malafont, in your opinion, and Mr. Goss, that if Ms. Lee contends that she had her dog properly secured and some random person just came out and just let the dog, or maliciously or even accidentally let the dog out, she shouldn't be responsible for that.
But there's nothing I can do
Is that your
about it.
understanding of it?
I would agree, Judge, and I absolutely would not be satisfied with the pleas that she has put forth.
Can't do nothing.
Now let's go to the other two. Harboring an unlicensed dog. So I can't take the plea on the one ticket because I don't feel that it would be a proper factual basis on the harboring an unlicensed dog. Let me ask you questions on that, ma'am. You indicated to the court that you took your dog to the Humane Society.
Right.
Now, can you respond? Mr. Goss made a comment as regarding the proper way that the city contends that you should license your dog. And by Ms. Lee taking her dog to the Humane Society, which I believe she probably got shots or whatever.
Yeah, she did.
Is that satisfactory enough for the harboring an unlicensed dog?
Your Honor, it's unlicensed because it's not licensed with the city of Detroit. Detroit licensed them on dogs through Detroit Animal Control. So that's where you have to get the license from.
And can you get that license from the Humane Society?
I got it from
So
Animal Control.
why don't you just hush? When it's time for you to talk, I'll give you an opportunity to talk.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, from my understanding, that you don't need the license to Detroit Animal Control. You can get the shots and things from the Humane Society, but you have to bring that record to the Animal Control. That's the license.
I misunderstood. It was Animal Control. Because the Humane Society didn't have an appointment until February. It was November, like the November something. I went down the street on a Wednesday at 1 o'clock and the lady charged me $40 and she stuck him in the butt while I stayed in the car because she walked to the car.
Okay.
And that was
stop.
Animal Control.
Stop. And you got a dog license on that?
Yes,
thing?
sir.
Okay, so now I have to have you back for a trial. Because, and let me explain to you, I don't think that I think you may need some mental health, but I don't think that you're not in a very intelligent woman. You indicated to me that you got the dog license. Now, let me ask you this. Did you get the dog license before November the 12th, 2021, or after?
After, that's when Chandler told me to.
Okay, so now is she saying that the dog was unlicensed?
At the time.
Dog was unlicensed at the time?
Right, and Ms. Chandler
Very well.
gave me
Are
time
you
to get it.
satisfied now with the factual basis?
As to that count, yes, Judge, if that is what she is admitting to, I would be satisfied as to the unlicensed dog ticket, yes.
Now, is it your contention that you don't want to see Mrs. Lee? Don't say anything. You have an absolute right to a trial. I will leave this offer open on the date of the trial. So it may save you $240 if the people cannot bring their people in. But you would have to agree to come back December 5th to see. You already indicated to the court that you need until next month to make the $240 payment. Do you want me to give you an opportunity to see if you can save yourself $240 and come back, or do you just want to take this plea and
I just want it over with, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can put your hand down. Do you want to speak with Mr. Malafont before you take this plea?
No.
Okay.
Not
All right,
unless they're gonna charge me with something else.
And it's not gonna be
I'll
charged.
just- I'll
He's your
just pay the
defense-
240.
He's your defense lawyer.
No,
Ma'am, he is here to operate on your behalf and here to represent
Thank
your
you.
best interest.
Thank you, sir.
That's why I'm giving you the opportunity to make sure if you want to speak with them in a private room, we can make it happen.
No, I'm okay with it.
Okay. Ma'am, do you understand that the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
I think so.
All right, I'm not gonna sentence you to 90 days in jail. I'm gonna fine you $240.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes,
You understand by taking this offer, you're gonna give up that trial right and there will be no trial.
no
right?
problem.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record that I will fine you $240?
No, Your Honor.
Is this the situation, Mr. Goss, that you'll take this and dismiss the ticket after payment of $240?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right,
Thank you very much.
all right.
Thank
Now,
you, Attorney.
let me draw your attention back to November the 12th,
Yes, sir.
2021, at around 2:23 PM in the city of Detroit, in the area of Helen Street. I won't say the address. Ma'am, did you own a brown pit bull mix on that day?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, was that pit bull, was your dog a license with the proper city
No,
authorities
Your
on that date?
No, Your Honor.
And
Satisfied, Your Honor.
You satisfied? I'm satisfied as well.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna find
Thank
you guilty as charged, ma'am, to unlicensed dog ticket. That's B1237941. I'm gonna fine you $240. I will dismiss the ticket upon payment of $240.
Thank you.
And with the stipulation of probable cause, I'll dismiss the other matter now.
Thank you.
So stipulated.
Thank you, Attorney.
All right. You indicated to the court, ma'am, that you need what time to pay?
It paid on the 3rd. I don't know what day that is next month, but I can definitely have it. What do I need to do? Mail it in or can I just pay it?
The best way you need to do it is come down and pay it in the window.
Does anyone have a calendar? Can you tell me? Like,
There's a
business?
calendar
Oh,
right
here.
there.
Okay. This is October. Oh, wait, let's see. November. November, the 3rd is the 3rd, Friday the 4th. Just in case.
Are
Is
you
that okay?
sure?
I'm positive. Yes, sir. If I pay it earlier, like on the 3rd, it'll be okay too, right?
Of course.
Okay, good. And do I come down here, 36th district?
Yeah, come down here on November the 4th, I will set the date.
Yes.
Come up and show us the thing, we'll dismiss the ticket.
Show you the thing. Oh, I have to come back here?
You don't have to come back here. If you pay it downstairs, I should see it.
Okay,
But then we'll set, your name will be on the calendar. If I see it there paid, then I'll close it out. So you
All right.
don't have to come back. and
thank
show
you,
us.
Your Honor.
All right,
And they accept cash, right?
of course they do.
Yes, sir, thank you. Thank you, Attorney.
All right.
All right,
Well,
is that
nothing
it?
further now. Good luck to you.
Thank you, God bless you.
All right, God bless you.
Thank you. I didn't mean to make, it's just a lot of things are going on. I understand, but have a great day and hope your mom is doing fine.
Thank you so much.
And I
Cheers.
told you, you need to take it to the marina in Berkeley.
All right,
Donna, what was that pay by date?
November.
I'm sorry, say it again.